All right, let's have a look at this next topic, which is called reverse percentages. And reverse percentages are usually in the form of, if I, for example, know my selling price. Let's say we're selling a product and we know the selling price. And let's say, so selling price is a known quantity. We know the selling price and we want to find, so we know the selling price, we want to find the cost price. So, a simple matter, okay? Now, I'm going to assume for a moment that, first of all, this is in focus. Focus on something good. That was scary. So, let's say, for example, and by the way, I'm assuming you know how to find percentages. The percentage of something. I'm also going to assume you can reduce or increase something by a certain percentage. For example, if you wanted to increase something by 15%, you're going to take that item and you're going to multiply by 1.15. That's an increase of 15%. And similarly, if you wanted to decrease it by 15%, well, 15% off, that would be, you're going to multiply it by 0.85. And that's a 15% decrease, yeah? So this is 15% increase. I've actually written it here, sorry. So I'm going to wrong. Here we go. I'm going to write that again. Here we go. That's a 15% increase. Oh, I just rubbed out what I was written. That's not good. Okay, that's put here decrease of 15%. Now, if that's confusing to you, it means you haven't watched my other video and you haven't learned anything from it. So you have to go back and watch it. So stop this right now, go back and rewatch the other one as many times as you need to understand what I've just done here. Otherwise, it will not make any sense to you. All right, so let's imagine you're in a store and you're seeing on the shelf, you've got a selling price. And this is where it gets really simple. And we want to find the cost price. But we're told the selling price is a certain amount after some increase or decrease. So let's say the selling price is, and let's say $80 after a 10% discount. Yeah? $80 after a 10% discount. All we do is we say, right, what's a 10% discount? That would be times 0.9. Yeah? So all we do is we take the 80 and we divide it by 0.9. And that would give us our answer. Let's have a look. So 80 divided by 0.9. And we get $88.89. That's 88.89. And there is our answer. Let's say the selling price is $50. And it's after a 15% markup or increase. So it's $50 after a 15% increase. Well, how do we write a 15% increase? We multiply by 1.15. So here it is, $50. And all we do is we divide the $50 by the markup. In this case, it's a 1.15. There it is. So what would that come to? Let's have a look. So it's going to be 50 divided by 1.15, and we get 43.4. I'm going to call it 43.48. 43.48. That's a point, by the way. All right. Let's say, and so you see what's going on here. As long as you know how to make a 15% increase, 15% increase would be times 1.15. Or let's say it was a 15% decrease, that's times 0.85. So let's try that. Let's say I've got $100, and we know it's $100. The selling price, remember this is always the selling price. The selling price is in fact $100, but that's $100 after, let's say, a 15% discount. In other words, it was more money, and that's a 15% discount. All we do is we take the 100 and we divide it by 15% discount. That's going to be 0.85. Again, if you don't now understand how I got that, go back and watch the previous video. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. So 100, here it is, 100 divided by 0.15, and we get, 666.67. Okay, 666.67. And there it is. Okay, let's say, for example, it's $100 after a 15% markup or increase. I'll put markup here. In that case, it's going to be $100. We write the 100. And we divide it by, well, a 15% markup is 1.15. What does that come to? Let's have a look. So $100 divided by 1.15, and it's 86 point, and I'm going to call that 96. $86.96. All right, so let's look at that in a bit more detail. And this is one we did in class, actually. So hopefully that makes some sort of sense. Let's blast through these ones here. Okay, so what's room on the table? That's not good. Okay, okay, here we go. So I've got a selling price. Selling price is $50 after a 50% increase. So 50%, so let's choose a pencil here. So 50% increase. Sorry, a 20% increase. So it's $50 divided by 20 increase is divided by 1.2. Yeah, I'm not going to do the calculation here. You can do the calculation. 70 after a 10% discount. What, 70? 10% discount would be times 0.9. Again, if you don't understand how that came about, you're looking at the wrong video. 65 after a 24% increase. 65 divided by 24, that's going to be 1.24. It's an increase of 24. Here's a decrease of 75. So this is 408. I'm staggering these because they're going to get in the way of each other. A 75% decrease. Well, a 75% decrease will be 0.25. Yeah? 16% discount, that's also a decrease. That's going to be 80. And I'm going to divide it by 0.16. It's going to be 0.84. 12% discount. That's going to be 70 divided by 0.88. What's this one? A markup of 56%. That's going to be 1,200 divided by, a markup is going to be 1.56. Yeah? A discount of 6.2. And again, if you're not sure how to do these, just, so 6.2% discount, you're thinking, well, what on earth is that? Let's have a look. So 6.2%. So I've got my 6.2. Here it is. I'm going to divide it by 100. There it is. So I'm taking that off 100. So I've got 1 minus that, and it's 0.938. So it's going to be 75 divided by 0.938. 0.938. Yeah? And how did I get that? I just said this bit here, of course, is 1 minus the 6.2, which is 0.062. If I take that, I end up with that figure there. Yeah? 85% markup. So that's a 438 divided by 0.85% markup. We're better on the calculator. So I'm going to take 1 minus 0.85. So it's going to be 0.0085. Yeah? In other words, 0.085 divided by 100. And what does that come to? Let's have a look. I got 1 minus 0.00. I've got enough zeros there. 0.0085 equals 0.9915. 1 point. Oh, wait. What am I doing? This is a markup. I got minus. It's a plus. So there's my answer right there. It's going to be 1.0085. So I nearly made a big mistake there, yeah? All right, let's have a look at this one here. A 1% decrease. Well, that's going to be 9,000 divided by, and I could try and divide by this time, 1%, which is going to be 0.99. This is going to be a markup. And markups are dead easy, yeah? This is going to be 3430 divided by, our markup is 0.25. So it's going to be divided by 1.0. Oh, wait. I can think about this. This as a percentage would be 0.0025. And there is my answer. Hopefully that makes sense, folks. Please go through it, check you understand, and if you see I've made any mistakes, tell me and I'll fix them.